Today we're going to be soloing, yes, I said soloing the Sand Devil with the champion that I promise you will not be nerfed. What up team, it is MurderInc on the test server, and yes, we are soloing with Rotos the Lost Groom. Don't worry if you don't have him. I mean, worry a little bit, but I'm going to try to replicate this with as many champions as possible. Will it be possible? I don't know. Rotos passive is very strong, as we all know, so I don't know. But why can I promise you this won't be nerfed? Because Rotos has already been nerfed 1, 2, 3 times. 3 times is a lot. So with that, you can be fairly confident that he's safe for now. If he starts one-shotting a boss down the line, I can't speak for that. But for this, it's pretty tame. We're not soloing stage 25. That's what you think this is? No, we're not doing that. That would be... I've tried. I've gone as high as I possibly could, but we're not doing that. We are soloing stage 15, which is pretty damn impressive for one champion. Now, yes, I have a +4 champion. He is ascended twice. Do you need +4 to do this? No. Do you need crazy gear to do this? No. What do you need to do this? Let's have a look. He has to go first. He has to use his A2. Then he has to not get one shot by the boss. That was a weak hit, so that wasn't the best showing. Because you might be thinking, Murder, does he have to get weak hit to survive this? The answer is no. Okay, so 29,000 damage, it's kind of nothing, right? It really is kind of nothing. What makes this work so well? First of all, don't try adding another character to this. You're not going to be happy. In theory, it sounds like it's a good idea, but it's not because of this right here. He gets put to sleep, then Rotos gets 2 turns, 3 if he doesn't have decreased speed on him, but we're not building resistance, so the build isn't that crazy. As you can probably notice from kind of what he's doing, he is wearing lifesteal gear. So hopefully if you are in the end game, this of course is not for late game, mid game, no. The dungeons for end game, this strategy is going to 100% be for end game. Lifesteal gear, damage dealing gear set. I have him geared, like I said, to test to see if I could go all the way up to 1920. However, the main issue is surviving the first AoE, which is going to be the hard-hitting, ignores all defense, and apparently ignores Rotos' passive as well. Is that intended? I'm not sure. He doesn't ignore the passive on any other kind of sequences throughout the fight, but for the first one, for some reason he does. Maybe I'm missing something in his kit, or it's a bug. I don't really know. I can't speculate on that, but you would need multiple champions to have Rotos survive. And like we already established here, once you add multiple champions, Rotos has a hard time healing the destroyed HP. So as we can see here, Rotos has 0 destroyed HP over halfway through stage 15. So kind of crazy, right? This is because, as we know, gets to sleep. All the healing that he does while he is asleep gets rid of the destroyed HP. Another example there. Sorry, my eyes got distracted by this. Brimstone, as everybody knows that's been doing this, does a ton of damage to the boss. Do you need him awakened for this? No. Brimstone will just make this run faster. It's not that slow. I was kind of surprised as to how quickly he was doing this. Like I said, the numbers you're seeing here aren't very large. They're not, because he's not in the craziest damage gear set possible. He is way too fast for this. That I did mess up, and I'm going to show you once we finish this run what we can do to make this even better. So if you do want to copy this, you're going to have a much easier time going through the stages here, because he's too fast. He's always going to get his 3 hits in the sleep window, or 2 hits if he has the sleep debuff, with less speed than he currently has on him now. So any moment now, this is actually looking like a bad RNG run, not enough weak hits, so he had decreased speed for most of the time here. So we're looking at I mean, I've been averaging around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is going over 3 minutes, unfortunately. But if you get lucky with Brimstone procs, I've gone all the way down to 2 minutes and 5 seconds on this. So this is Roto's absolute pumper, can get through this. It's really safe too. He, at no point was I ever worried that he was going to die. He didn't drop below, I don't know, 30-40% health at any point in this. The decrease or destroyed HP on Rotos was never really an issue. So as far as the stats we have on this guy, let's have a look here. So we have 4 pieces of lifesteal. The rest of the gear doesn't really matter. You don't have to use Cruel Gear. Immortal Gear is very safe. Keep that in mind. You might want to use that. Life Gear set if you have to use it. What else? Crit damage gear set. You can even mix and match the other two. It doesn't really matter. Revenge banner is nice. I have a really strong one here with the triple speed roll and the single HP roll and attack percent on it. So all good things here. You don't need revenge though. And this is where we're going to get into why his gear's a little bit, I don't know, what's the right word? Overkill. So 57,000 health. This was something I was doing for the higher stages. So if you want to be safe here, I mean, you can just go so much lower. Let me just give you like a quick test here. Let's go HP. I think this is the one. Yeah, so we're going to drop 1600, gain some more attack there. As far as the necklace, we can go straight crit damage, then just look for attack on the secondary. Okay, there's triple attack, not bad. 78, we'll take it. And the next thing we're going to talk about is going to be the speed. Like I said, the speed on this is way too fast. So we're going to look for like attack percent, crit damage, and I guess we kind of need crit rate, don't we? So where's my lifesteal gear? Here we go. One piece, 5-star. I don't think so. I mean, technically this would be fine. Am I really going to do this right now? We got speed, not the worst. Let's enchant this, see what the final stats are. 3%, we take those. Okay, so 10% crit damage, 5 attack. 5 attack, that's what you're gonna do. I mean, I know I can do better, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna stick with what we have here. So we're gonna do this. We dropped what? We didn't drop a ton of health. We did drop a lot of speed though. We don't want to go too low, 230. You want to be faster than the boss, and I'm pretty sure stage 15 is 230 speed, so anything above 230, a-okay for sure. Crit damage is high because he is +4. Do you need this much damage? No. Is your run going to be faster with as much damage as I'm showing you? Yes. Should you not use lifesteal gear? Don't recommend it. You're not going to be able to heal the destroyed HP, and things are going to be miserable. As far as masteries go, really straightforward. You don't even have to finish the tree here. War Master, going to speed things up here. If you want to keep your arena build, you can. You just need the defense tree. You want the rejuvenation. You want tough skin, blast proof. This is pretty much the arena build like before. In the arena build, you would take Heart of Glory. Not going to do too much for you here, which is why I elected to go with rejuvenation. But once again, if you want to build your Helm Smasher, you have, I guess, the potential to do even more damage, but it's going to be RNG between War Master and something like a Helm Smasher pick. So going back in with less health, with what else did we do? We increased his damage and we lowered his speed significantly. So how is this going to go? Don't worry about setting up the AI. That's the good thing with this. He's always going to start with the A2 as long as he's alone. So that was a weak hit. We're not going to do that. People want to see the real numbers, not just one lucky run sliding through. Although the good news is we picked green affinity for a reason. It's the fastest, right? That, and there's a big wall when moving to, okay, so this was 29,000. We can go even lower on the health, stack even more damage if you want to, but the speed here is going to be important here. Of course, any extra turn like that is just straight profit for you. He goes twice in a row here. Are we worried? Not even a little bit. Extra turn, he goes to sleep, counterattack, huge 1A2, no more destroyed health. cannot stress how broken this is, and we even got a brimstone proc on him, so we're pumping 146k easy onto this guy. This may be a faster run, but this is the basic breakdown of it. Now he has quite a bit of destroyed HP. Once again, counterattack, extra turn. These are things you can expect. That is a visual bug, the -1. It's not starting out with 7 like it should. It's starting out with 5 for some reason, so it goes all the way down to -2 on the counter. Don't worry about that. On live servers, it's going to work exactly as I'm showing you here. So this is the basic rundown. He's not going to die. This is extremely safe. So if you have a Rotos, baseline Rotos, or a Rotos and you're lucky to awaken him once, that would be ideal. Slap on Brimstone and you will be fine. If you have a +1 or a +2, or even if you're lucky enough to have a +4 Rotos, you're just gonna fly through this. Now, for some reason, you get here and something's lacking, either your gear, or you really are stubborn, you don't want to swap around your masteries, and it's looking like the masteries are going to make a difference, just drop down to the next green affinity. I mean, you don't really have to go to green affinity. I can show you. All right, so I'm clearly not going to lose this. Let's just exit out of this battle. I can show you what it's like not on green affinity. You definitely don't get the added benefit of, okay, we're not going to red. We'll just hop on to 13. 13 is going to be, I don't know, there's going to be no weak hits, so this will be like a good showcase for that. So we got crit there, 47k, still can't die. This is why you want to have a certain amount of health to make sure you're consistent across the board here. But same thing is going to apply here. Now, I don't think anything's going to hit hard enough where if you get crit 3 times in a row, you die. I really don't believe so. I mean, in theory, I could be wrong here. Like if this crits, it would have to be an A2, A3 back-to-back for Rotos to die. It's really hard for him to, actually that can't even happen because then he'll heal back up. So the odds of him falling into some like bad luck, I mean, look, he healed to full in that sequence and he's just in no danger at all. So here's the sleep counter. He has decreased speed on him. We're only going to get 2 turns to heal up. He didn't heal to full as far as the destroyed HP goes, but the boss's health is already below half. This guy's fine. And I don't even think we've been proccing Brimstone on this guy. So now his health is getting a little bit low. Now we're going to start healing. We only got 1 heal in there. So things could be looking a little bit spicy. Let's see how this next go to sleep mechanic goes. Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. He's just pumping, healing through that destroyed HP, not a worry in the world. It is ramping up kind of quickly, so this is something where you might be looking for Brimstone to really add that added bonus here. Once again, he is a bit too fast for this, so keep that in mind. Him being too fast, what does that mean for everyone else? You can start building more HP on this guy, attack on this guy to start pumping even more damage, but all in all, this is looking not as safe as stage 15, which is funny enough, even though he has strong affinity on it, but it's still a much faster run at 2 minutes and 9 seconds. You can, like I said, get rid of some of that speed stat, put it into something more useful, and hopefully you have good enough lifesteal. So that's this video here. Now the question is, who else can do this? That's not for me, I'm asking you. Who else can do this? There's a few champions I have in mind. While Rotos' passive is good, there are champions who can benefit and survive the hit until the boss goes to sleep, possibly someone that poisons. I don't know. Lifesteal is really strong, as we saw. If you can survive that initial A3, you have 2 turns to fully heal. Not fully, but mostly heal the destroyed HP from your champion. So is that going to be possible? Like I said, few champions in mind that I do have for sure. Let me know what you guys think though. I'm curious about who you guys can come up with. Maybe a sleep champion. That would be pretty good. Putting them to sleep, getting that extra turns in. I don't think Muckstalker, listen, everyone's talking about Muckstalker. Is he going to be the solo champion? Probably not. Where is he going to get the damage from? I mean, he is easier to have a 6-star awaken since he is a rare, but people didn't know about him for long enough. Maybe people let those things from the soul or mystic market, soul merchant, whatever it's called, slide by from Muckstalker. I don't know if I would invest in that anyways, but I don't think this guy's gonna get it done. But like I said, I'm interested to see who you guys think can get this done. That's gonna conclude this video. As always, if you enjoyed this content, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you all in the next upload.